everybody. I wanted to say Happy New Year, and I hope everybody had a great Christmas, and I hope that everybody had a great New Year. I want to talk about breastfeeding. So breastfeeding for me and for my baby were like a must. I wanted to breastfeed when I found out that I was pregnant because my mom breastfed, my grandma breastfed, I mean everybody. And I'm not gonna judge, you know. Some people can't breastfeed because they're working moms, because they, I don't know, you know, things happen and sometimes you can't do it. So I got my hair done. If you can see, it's all black now. This is actually how my hair color is. It's a little bit darker though. Okay. So what I have to say is you do what you think is best for your baby. I mean, if you can't breastfeed for whatever reason it is, that's why they invented formula, and that's why they have so much good stuff in there. It's just for me and for my baby, I think that it was best, especially because I'm a stay-at-home mom. I know sometimes it's harder when you were the girls that do have to go and work and you know, do stuff in their life. Most of the time I'm just here home, so I feel so comfortable being here and just breastfeeding her. You know, I take my boob out whenever she's hungry and I don't have to be covering myself or anything. That's one of the other things. When I'm out and we go to the store or something, I am that type of person that I do not care. I'm gonna feed my baby. If you have some problem, or if somebody has a problem, I mean, that's what boobs are made for. Boobs are made to breastfeed. Some people have them like sexualized, you know, that boobs are like the sexual thing that, oh my God, you know, I'm not gonna breastfeed because that's not for it. That's what boobs are made for. And another thing, if you breastfeed, you're judged. If you don't breastfeed, you're judged more. I'm that type of person. I have family members that we have almost the same age babies. They're like maybe 2 months or 4 months difference. And one of my cousins, she couldn't breastfeed. And the other one, she didn't want to breastfeed because she didn't like it, and she just didn't. So, I mean, I'm not gonna judge. Everybody does their own thing. Hi, baby. If it's your first baby, if it's your second baby, if it's your third baby, breastfeeding, I think it's one of the best things that you could do for your baby. I'm not trying to judge. I don't want to judge. But for me, that I stayed home for my baby, I felt like I was cheating her if I didn't breastfeed her. But I'm not trying to judge. That's what I chose to do. I wanted to breastfeed my baby. Don't ever let anybody else influence your decision. If you want to bottle feed and you feel more comfortable bottle feeding, then go ahead. You know, don't let anybody make you feel bad, or don't let anybody make you feel less because you don't want to breastfeed. Another thing that I realized when I was pregnant, you hear advice from everybody and their mothers. I swear, it's like, you need to do this, you need to do that, and then this, that. Okay, what I learned from my experience is you listen to everything they tell you, because sometimes it does help. You keep it in the back of your head, and then when something's wrong with the baby, or when you feel like you need to, then from everything that people told you, it does help, because it does give you an idea what to do. But for me, I just listened and I did whatever I wanted, and that's what I feel that everybody should do. Listen to all the advice that you can. Sometimes it's really overwhelming, but at the end, it kind of does help. Not all the time, because sometimes they tell you crazy things that you're like, oh my God, no, I'm not gonna do that with my baby. So like I said, I am 100% breastfeeding her. One of the struggles that I had, so she didn't take the bottle. I did try to pump and give her, but I guess she never knew how to take the bottle. And I tried so many different ones. Because I was thinking that I was maybe gonna go back to work when she was 4 months. Right now she's almost gonna be 9. one of the things I learned, I went to classes that they offer at the hospital, and they're free. You choose the hospital that you want, and most of the time, the classes that the hospitals provide, they should be free. I mean, because all the hospitals that I went to ask, all of them were free. So hopefully they are free also for you. So they do give you breastfeeding classes, birthing classes, and all of that. I didn't go to the breastfeeding classes. I think it would have helped me a lot, because when I gave birth to my baby, I asked for a milk consultant at the hospital, and nobody was there. So I kind of had to figure a little bit out. And I also YouTube people that gave me a bunch of ideas of how to start breastfeeding and stuff. But if you can, I would suggest 100% go take a class if you want to breastfeed, or if you want to start breastfeeding or pumping and then giving her from the bottle. I think that's one of the best things that you can do. So what I learned from the milk consultant, and also I went to some classes at the WIC that they do provide free classes for breastfeeding. The size of your baby's stomach, it's like a little marble, like a tiny marble. And the colostrum that usually comes out when you give birth to your baby, that's enough. Those few drops. Some people think, oh my god, my baby, she's not full, that's why she keeps crying. What I did with Adeline, I put her in my breast, and I kept putting her. Sometimes she would stay there for like half an hour and until she fell asleep. I did think at the beginning, oh my god, she's not eating, nothing's coming out. Girls, I'm gonna tell you, your milk doesn't come in from 2 to 5, sometimes 7 days after you give birth. But one of the things that the breast consultants do tell you is that those few drops that you give your baby, that's enough, because they're full of nutrients and they're full of, things that help your baby grow. So even if your milk doesn't come in within 5 days, don't give up. Don't give up. Keep doing it. Keep breastfeeding. It will come in eventually. If you give up too soon, your milk's not gonna come as full as it. Like for me, oh my god, when my milk came in, I remember I had a towel like right here. I soaked it with all the milk that was coming out. I know some people are not that fortunate that not a lot of milk comes out, but if you keep feeding your baby, the more that you put her in your breast, the more milk is gonna come out. So if you start breastfeeding and then you think, oh, my baby's not getting full, or my baby keeps crying, just keep doing it, because it does help your body produce more milk. And that's what I learned the first couple of days, because at the beginning I was like stressing out, oh my god, my baby's not eating what she needs to eat. Honestly, when they tell you, oh, a newborn eats from 1 ounce to 2 ounces, that's not true. Your baby's gonna eat whatever your baby wants. And that's one of the things that I learned. As she grows, her tiny belly is gonna grow a little bit. I mean, I would say it's like the size of a large marble, but not even that. And when you're breastfeeding, the only downside is that you do have to feed your baby more, and I think that's fine. If you have to be putting her on your breast, so you do have to keep putting her in your breast more, but that's good, because more milk is gonna come out, and it does help, like I said before, it does help produce more milk the more that you put her in your breast. So if you start switching from formula to breast milk, your milk's not gonna be as strong as it would if you would only be breastfeeding. Hey! Don't eat my phone. It's not food. So my milk did come in when Adeline was 4 or 5 days. I can't remember, but I think it was the 4th day. And when my milk came in, it was like she would get full in 2 seconds, and it was pretty cool. But she started eating more often, like every 30 minutes she would eat. And then after that, she's then it was like an hour, and then maybe when she was a month old, it was every 2 hours. As soon as your baby's born, I'm telling you, as soon as, if you get a C-section, hopefully, if you want to breastfeed, hopefully they do everything super quick so you can put your baby on your breast, because it would really suck if they gave her a bottle. My baby, when she was born, she was so hungry, like she was sucking her thumb. So as soon as they checked her and everything, they gave her to me, and right away I was like, can I put her on my breast? I put her on my breast. She stayed there for like an hour. I'm not lying, she stayed in my breast for an hour. When you're at the hospital, do ask for a milk consultant. If you're gonna breastfeed, and also if you're gonna bottle feed, because they do help you a lot. I mean, sometimes the information that you see online, it's not the same as the actual information that a physician, that's her job, you know, she knows for sure how everything works. So I do suggest you ask for the milk consultant if you're breastfeeding or if you're bottle feeding. Breastfeeding does hurt. It's not so painful that you're gonna sit there and cry every time she eats, no, but it is painful. Your body has to get used to breastfeeding. Also, nobody's been sucking on your boob for an hour, you know, so your body does have to get used to breastfeeding. I started getting little scabs, but it went away within a week. Since she was born, I would say within a week and a half, it was fine. Like, it stopped hurting, it wasn't sore anymore, the little scabs went away. I used the little the nipple cream, and that really helps a lot. Every time when she's born, every time after she stops breastfeeding, put it on. I didn't have any, or ask your hospital, because they usually do have the nipple creams at the hospital, and they should be free. They should give you, and then after you leave, that's one of the things I did. When I was leaving, I asked for a second one, if I could bring one home. My advice is keep going, don't give up. It's a great bonding experience for you and your baby. I think that's one of the connections that you're gonna have forever with your baby, even though they're not gonna remember. But just looking at their face and looking at them looking at you, it's the best feeling in the world. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, if you have any ideas of any type of videos that you want me to do, or if you have any questions, please let me know. And hi everybody, so this is little Adeline. She is, how old are you now? How old are you, Mama? She is gonna be 9 months on the 17th. Are you? Yes? Say I am. So she's the one that was making all the noises right now? Yeah, say hi. Say hi. So she learned how to say hi. What else have you learned to do? She stands by herself sometimes. It's a little scary. So happy New Year to everybody. I hope you subscribe to my channel. Like I said before, we started our channel. Thank you.